Okay, so there's like 80 slides here, and I'm going to buzz through a couple of them because it's just information that you probably pretty much know, and then we'll get into the heart of the PowerPoint with the credit card piece, because I know Stormy had a question, and it's really easy. And the nice thing about Smart Cookies now is there's a tab on every dashboard, whether it's a girl or troop or cupboard or whoever, that you can actually just go from the dashboard to the YouTube videos without having to search through the YouTube channel. And all the videos that'll be on there will be just for that certain level that's available. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be really good. So just want to thank you for taking the time out of your schedules to listen to what we got to say. And, we're no longer, for all of you that have been doing this as long as I have, we've been with Interbake Foods now. We've been a part of Weston Foods, and now we're strictly known as Weston Foods, and we're part of a huge organization. I see it's $2 billion in business. We have 45 bakeries across the country, and the only bakery that makes Girl Scout cookies for us is in North Sioux City, South Dakota. We're 9 categories within Weston Foods, and we're the cookie category, which is the second largest category within Weston Foods. And Weston Foods has been baking goods since 1882, when George Weston started baking bread and hooked up a horse and wagon and delivered it in his neighborhood. So that's where it started from. There is now more than $2 billion business. And we're kind of the company that's behind the scenes. You're not going to see at grocery stores or anything produced by Weston Foods. But these are some of the companies that we work with, some of the pretty much, well-known companies. We make Dunkin' Donuts, the donuts for Dunkin' Donuts. That's part of our division. At Walmart, you see the Patti LaBelle pies. Those are our pies. We do a lot of in-store, provide in-store baking for a lot of people. If you go to McDonald's now in North America and the apple fritter that's there, we make the apple fritter for McDonald's. So like I say, we're behind the scenes and still produce a lot of goods. Like I say, we've been in the business now for 8 decades. We just appreciate everything that you do, not only with the girls, but just helping the council and everything. And with your efforts and everything, you make the world a better place, not only for us, but for the girls especially. And they may not thank you now, but down the road they're going to say thank you for everything that you've done for them. So very much appreciate that. Here's some fun facts that I won't go over, but the one that got me is the 1.5 million pounds of caramel that we use for the Caramel Delights, which fills the lemon swimming pools. And caramel is one of my favorite toppings on ice cream, along with a few peanuts. So that's a lot of caramel. And we use 600,000 pounds of flour a week in baking our cookies right now. ABC Cookies, America's best cookies. We feel we provide the best quality product out in the market for Girl Scouting. We are always taste testing, doing blind taste tests with our cookies, the 5 core items, which is Caramel Delights, peanut butter patties, shortbread, thin mints, and peanut butter patties or sandwiches, which is what both bakers offer. So, and we're winning quite a few of those. Caramel Delights and shortbread are preferred over Little Brownies cookies. The thin mint is preferred from its intense mint flavoring. And the peanut butter cookies, which is a strong cookie for us in Southwest Indiana, is we earn parity because of the quality of our peanut butter. So without further ado, I just want to, as you can see, we have a new cookie because we talked about the thank slots going away. And here's our new cookie, which probably you've been able to see since we sent you samples. It's the Toastier. We did not name this cookie. That was GSUSA named this cookie. And from this point on, GSUSA has really taken over the cookie brand. And any new cookie introductions, GSUSA will introduce and make both bakers supply. So our new cookie is Toastier. It's shaped in the form of a slice of bread, which is similar to like a French toast style. It's a cinnamon maple flavoring with some icing. It's a great product. We're real pleased with it. And to me, it tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the cereal, which is a great flavoring. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the second best-selling cereal flavoring for General Mills, and they're basically having to add on to their bakery to keep up with the demand. So it's packaged the same as the Thanks a Lots was. It's as big as the Thanks a Lot cookie, so it's just got a great perceived value, and we're real excited about the new cookie this year. So we're going to promote the cookie as well as GSUSA, because they're going to do a lot of social media with it. As you can see, we play on words with. So today is Wednesday, celebrating the Toast J. We've had a lot of taste testing with food editors. Love the cookie. Even the pioneer woman, Renee Drummond, says this could be a breakfast cookie because it tastes like French toast. So she likes the cookie. And like I say, we're just going to have a lot of resources available through Smart Cookies for you all to look at too. And you can, take a look at now. We talked about, last year I talked about packaging of the peanut butter patties and caramel delights being packaged in the same way as s'mores and Toast J and lemonades. Peanut butter patties and the caramel delights will still be in the paperboard box this year, so we're not changing that. All of our cookies this year will be high fructose corn syrup free, so all of our 8 varieties will be that way. And then our gluten free is still the same great cookie, although the certification, the logo on the packaging has changed to be more recognizably internationally. Still have 3 of the top 8 cookies selling. Oreos is obviously number 1. Thin Mints is number 2, and Caramel Delights and Peanut Butter Patties are 4 and 5. And these are both Baker's sales combined. So it shows you the power of the brand and what's available, and how, people buy Girl Scout cookies because they're good, but they buy the cookies because they're believing in the organization and what it does for the girls. This kind of shows you our mix. And how our product sells nationally. Lemonades is 11% still. Thanks a Lots are, last year were about 8%. And when you look at our sales in Southwest Indiana, you see Caramel Delights is 18% of the sales nationally, where when you look at here us in Southwest Indiana, we love our peanut butter. So peanut butter, the peanut butter patties actually outsell the Caramel Delights. And I get questioned every year from our production crew, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yes, I'm sure. It's been that way for 20 years I've been working with this council." So we do love our peanut butter, and it's available. And like I say, it's a great mixture. So similar to our nation, but like I say, the Caramel Delights and peanut butter patties and sandwich are a little different. This is funny. We're talking about a healthy features for consumers with cookies. When you talk about healthy cookie compared to, cookie's a cookie. So we do have 5 vegan cookies that are available this year still. The Thin Mint, the lemonades, peanut butter patties, Toast J, and the s'mores. And then the caramel chocolate chip is produced in a bakery in Montana. By itself, it is totally gluten-free certified. There's no peanut, soy, wheat within the facility, and we use real chocolate and butter to produce our cookie. So it's a nice soft bite cookie, and it's still going to be available in the pouch. And just want to announce that, let your consumers and customers know this will be the last year for the s'mores. GSUSA is releasing a new cookie next year. So we're going to have a new cookie this year and a new cookie next year. GSUSA is, like I said, really taken over the Girl Scout cookie brand itself, obviously their brand. So from this point on, they will introduce new cookies, and both bakers will be supplying the new cookie, very similar cookie, and obviously the same name, obviously, like s'mores was. They will, from now on, both bakers will have the same theme and the same mascot. So it's just kind of a GSUSA getting in and kind of driving the car a little bit as far as the Girl Scout cookie brand itself. So let your customers know that the s'mores are going to be gone. There's great resources in Smart Cookies that troops can print out and let their customers know that this will be the last year for the s'mores. Not quite sure what the new cookie is going to be, but my guess would be that it's going to be some type of chocolate cookie, because we're taking a chocolate item out of the line. The gift boxes are back again this year. This year, the gift boxes will hold 6 packages compared to 5 last year. Still have the same $4 handling fee and shipping, plus the shipping involved. And with Girl Scouts South Southwest Indiana being very generous and subsidizing the shipping, you'll still have that feature and customers will still have that feature this year. As I mentioned, direct ship. Councils that don't participate on our subsidized shipping program, if the customer buys 1 package to 12 packages, they're going to pay $12 in shipping. Where with our customers and consumers within Southwest Indiana, if they buy 1 to 5 packages, they're going to pay the $12 shipping fee. But any customer that buys 6 to 12 packages, they'll pay $6 in shipping free, and the council picks the other $6. And what normally happens is the customer says, well, I'm going to save $6 on shipping. I'm going to buy another package or 2. And when the customer goes online to buy, they'll see the little piece below where it says shipping charges will be 1 to 5 is 12. So it'll explain to them that they get discounted shipping if they order more of the products. Our theme this year and rewards, as you can see, our mascot's the honeybee, which is a very interesting insect. The theme is Be Amazing. And this basically holds through and true to everyone within the council, just asking everyone to be their amazing selves and enjoy the cookie sale and have fun, especially with as times are and what we're going through right now. Some great information about the bees I can supply and send to Jess and Gretchen, and maybe I'll send it to you all if you'd like. Like I say, the bee is very interesting. They're the only insect that produces food that we can eat by humans. When they're born, they have no idea how to make honey. The elders teach them how to make the honey, and they've been around for 300 million years. So they're quite, like I say, quite an insect. In Smart Cookies, we've got our Flickr site, we've got our resources site, all the type of information, printables that you need for thank you notes, for invitations, for certificates. It's all available on our Flickr site, which is right on Smart Cookies on the dashboard itself. It's there available for them. And then during the cookie sale, we're really going to promote the Toast J, and GSUSA is involved with that too. We've got some what they call the animated pieces that you see. They're called GIFs, which is really popular on Facebook. The social media piece that's available on Smart Cookies is in resources, and it's called digital art, the section, and there's an actual social media piece there that you can use to help celebrate the Toast J, and yay, we have a new cookie this year. So we're real excited. Here again, just mentioning the cookie program and the online services, our Flickr, which any type of clip art that you need, Smart Cookie questions that anyone has, after hours if the council's closed. We have the 800 number and the email address to send tech and email. It's open 24/7. And if they can't answer the question, they'll give you someone who to get in contact with to help you with that question. There are certain things that we don't allow our tech people to do. And so that's when they'll direct back to the council to say, please get in contact with, for example, here, Gretchen, or maybe myself to help out there. And then we have the YouTube channels, which are available with all the YouTubes, but as mentioned, it'll be available. The videos will be available at each level, whether you're a girl, a cover manager, troop, or council person. Here again, talking about the resources, troops and girls can actually go on Smart Cookies right now to the login site, even though they don't have an account, but still can gather all this information that's available right now. Here they just breaking down the resources. You got the printables, you've got digital art, you got Smart Cookies. There's all kinds of things that are available. The cookies tab is mentioned that you can pull up the nutritional facts. You can have recipes that are there. So everything that's available is all right there at the tip of a point of your mouse to get to the information that you need on Smart Cookies. One of the things that's available is a goal chart. We always talk about the importance of girls setting goals, and when they set goals, how successful they can be. They can print it out in black and white, or can print it out in color, post it on the refrigerator, let the family know how they're doing. And so in other words, it's not a girl goal, it becomes a family goal, so to speak. And then the cookie sale is more than just a sale. It's the life lessons and skills that the girls learn from the cookie sale. goal setting, decision making, where, they're going to make decisions throughout the year, what they're going to do with the troop proceeds, where they're going to sell, how they're going to sell. For some of the girls, this is the first time they're going to handle money. With the credit card option, it's going to be a little different, but it'll help them too as well. People skills, they just learn how to communicate with the customers and listen. And then a lot of girls feel like they're running their own little business with their phone and smart cookies. So a lot of lessons to be learned. And as I always say, who knows that with these 5 key skills and the life lessons that they learn, we could have the first woman president come from the Girl Scouts of Southwest Indiana. The cookie pricing this year is $5 per package for the 8 varieties, and then $6 for the gluten-free. And we just have some goals for the council of 372,000 packages, per girl average of 180 packages, hopefully getting 94% of the troops participating, increasing our girl participation online, which I think this year we can reach just for the fact of a lot of touchless transactions in our council that we're working with in Maryland. Their participation has grown, their direct ship sales have grown. And we just want to look at possibly increasing our online sales another 35%, which is very attainable this year. Just some important dates about when the girls can start taking orders, sending out e-cards and social media link on the 11th. We'd love to have you give us your delivery station information by December 11th. Talked with Andrea this morning, and the delivery schedule will stay the same this year as it has done in the past. So if you received a delivery on Tuesday, you can expect that delivery to be on Tuesday. Pick up at the warehouse on Monday or Wednesday or Thursday, you can expect that as well. January 19th, the initial cookie orders due from you all, the service unit cookie chairs, along with the early recognition. And then cookie boasts, we can talk about whether we do lottery or troop secured and do it that way. February 8th through the 12th, when the cookies will be delivered to the stations. Starting February 8th, that's when the girls can start delivering cookies and selling direct. And as Jessica mentioned, February 12th is the first Friday cookie pickup. And then the 19th is the second pickup. And March 7th sale ends. And the main recognition order is due to the council from you all on March 18th. At this point, do we have any questions, Jess, that I can try to answer? Well, with the council opening up the credit card option and talking with you're talking about the elderly folks, depending on how the elderly group that you're talking about, Annette, entered the order, they can basically do a touchless transaction of gathering the credit card information, entering an order at that point, and delivering the product on the porch. So it's a great question. It's an unknown question. I'm not sure. I've heard from many other of the councils of what they're thinking about, but I'll definitely reach out to my cohorts to see if there's any plans in place from other councils that what they're looking at as far as the situation then. So you should have received the inserts. As Jess mentioned, the new direct ship rewards that's going to be available, since hopefully that's going to increase. One of the things that has changed this year, to let you all know, any troop that opts out of the recognition program actually is opting out of their early recognition program as well, because they do receive the higher funds as far as troop proceeds itself. And then I also listed the troop proceeds for the opt-outs and the patches and bars as that's available. And then smart cookies, what's new in the updates. For the time being, I want to introduce, this is just kind of talking about what's available, but this is what we're talking about here. So no cash, no problem. Girl Scouts of Southwest Indiana are now going to start to accept credit card payments for girl delivery orders and the potential for booth sales as well. Troops will be able to track their credit card payments through Smart Cookies by utilizing the Smart Booth Divider in Smart Cookies, because for troops to accept booth credit card payments, the booths have to be registered in Smart Cookies for them to do that. And all 4 of the major credit cards are accepted in Smart Cookies. So how it works as far as the credit card payments from a girl delivery standpoint, either the girl has sent out an e-card or she can enter an order through Smart Cookies, taking and accepting a credit card. All of the financial entries and credits will be credited both to the girl and the troop in Smart Cookies. The girl, it will look like it will be received as a payment to her account. She'll still get credit for the cookies sold. And for the troop, it will be shown as an ACH deposit, similar to when you see on your direct ships sales through on your troop balance summary. The funds are not deposited into your troop account. It's deposited into the council account, but you still will receive credit for those sales, and they will be deducted as a payment, like I say, a deposit off of your troop balance summary. So it's really nothing that you have to do and as far as financial or anything like that. It's still similar to the direct ship piece. The one thing that you have to do, as we've always done for the girl delivery orders, if the girl comes to the troop and says, I've got these cookies that I need for all my girl delivery orders, the troop still needs to transfer those cookies from their inventory. So that hasn't changed. There's no registration for Smart Cookies with credit cards or anything like that. We'll show you how it works here pretty quick. It's quite simple. There's YouTube videos in Smart Cookies that'll explain all of the processes for credit cards there. One YouTube video that's available right now it's called Online Resources or Online Management Video. It's about 15 minutes long, and it will show you how the processes are working, especially the new ways this year. To use your credit card at a booth, for a physical booth, let's say, the booth has to be registered in Smart Cookies, whether it's troop secured like you normally do, and Gretchen and everyone will approve those. You can only accept credit card payments the day of the booth. So a troop goes in, takes a credit card payment, it'll list all the booths that day. And if you just one, you click on that, and then you can enter the order at that point, and the customer pays with their credit card there. Once again, the financial credit goes to the troop, and it's in Smart Cookies. If a girl, and girls have the option of taking credit card payments at a booth as well, but they are not going to get financial credit for that sale. Only the troop does. The funds are not deposited again here into the troop account. That's into the council account. And as you can see here, the council absorbing all of the transaction fees. And once that booth is done, it's just like you've collected cash or checks at the booth. The troop volunteer must do a troop to girl transfer in booth packages, or use the Smart Booth Divider to give the girls credit for those sales so they can earn those toward their recognitions. So it's a great process. So how to use a credit card for girl delivery. Here again, please remind your girls that if they have the app from last year, to uninstall it and install the new Smart Cookies mobile app. The mobile app is not for troops or volunteers. The mobile app is just for girls itself. Okay. And then for volunteers to use their phones, you can do anything on your phone like you would in your laptop or your computer. You just, as far as a volunteer or service unit cookie chair, you need to log in via Safari or Google to log into your phone using your credentials that you've always had. And then you can run through and do everything that you need to on your phone from that point. Transfers, everything that's there. So a girl logs into her Smart Cookies site, whether her phone or whether on the computer. Then, and we're showing you two different views. We're showing you the phone view and the computer view. She has already sent out her e-cards, and she's just going to deliver the cookies. And let's say the customer hasn't paid yet. This year, there is an option for when the girl sends out girl delivery e-cards. that the customer can pay for those cookies. Once they order them, they can pay for them up front. And this hopefully answers your question, Casey. Um, this is new for us within Smart Cookies because GSUSA has always directed us to not allow credit card payments until the cookies are delivered. But with the situation of COVID and keeping everything touchless, customers can either pay with a credit card and order their cookies and then wait for the girls to come back and deliver them, or they can order their cookies and pay upon delivery. So the customer will have two choices with the girl delivery e-cards. But this is showing you an example of a girl or customer that's already placed their order with an e-card, and they just go to manage orders and they click on and look for the order, the person that they're going to be delivering to. So from their computer, if they're using their tablet, they can click on the three dots, the pencil to the right, or they can search for the order on their phone and just click on edit order and payment. Then they just verify to make sure that the customer's information is correct, and the customer's already provided them with an email address, so they're pretty good. They click next. And then for a credit card that the customer said, I want to pay for it when it's delivered, the girls will need to go back in and change the status of from ordered to delivered, which you can see here on the screens. And then she clicks yes to pay. And then the three options are available. They pay cash, check, or credit card. If the customer says, I want to pay with a credit card, they just click on credit card. And then the option will come up that the credit card information can be entered at that point. Like I say, this is explaining it how it was in the process 2 or 3 years ago. There is a scan credit card option for iPhones, but to utilize that scan credit card piece, you have to log into Smart Cookies via Safari, because Safari is the only browser that utilizes this scan credit card option. You can scan the credit card, and then you will still have to enter the CVV security code, and you just click on payments. You pay now once the credit card information is entered. If there's anything wrong with the entry for the credit card, Smart Cookies will let you know it's an invalid entry, and you can go back and make any changes at that point. So this is the customers. They can give you the credit card, or give you the information, or you can scan it if you have an iPhone. Androids, you still have to manually enter the credit cards.
Reggie,
Yes.
when the information is put in and then I'm sorry, it's a bad transaction or something, is that something that's immediate? You get that in notice?
Say that again.
Once the information is put in about the credit card, if there's something wrong with the transaction, is that an immediate response?
Yes, it's immediate. So you won't be able to go any farther until that information is corrected.
Thank you.
So if a girl is, like you say, going door to door, she can also take orders by using her credit card. She just goes into my orders and she can take a credit card order. Let's say, for example, she's at church. If everybody's going back to church and the parishioners know she's selling Girl Scout cookies, they'll ask her, hey, do you have Girl Scout cookies? I'd like to buy some. She can take an order and she can have the customer pay with a credit card at that point. So the girl goes in, creates the information, gets the customer email address. The key thing for the customer email address is once that order is processed, the customer will receive a confirmation email letting them know that their card has been processed, they've placed their order. So they just enter all the information, first name, last name, and email address. Then they click next, and then they can enter the order that the customer wants. Here again, make sure that they click delivered and paid yes, and the credit card option will appear. And then just as the same process as the girl delivery piece, just entering the credit card information at that point. And here again, if they want to use the scan option from an iPhone, they must have logged into Smart Cookies using Safari. And let me, here again, all of this is on a YouTube video too, so it's available so that you can listen to it and hear it. And then for booth sales, how to take credit cards.
Hey, Reggie,
Yes.
there was a couple of questions on the chat thing about the safety and security of the credit cards and people, being afraid of, their credit card being used for something else.
Nope. It
kind of
goes,
thing.
it goes to a secure site. And on the confirmation, it'll say your credit card information is not stored. It's gone after that once the transaction is completely done. In other words, you save it, pay now, they get the confirmation email. Their credit card information is gone from Smart Cookies. We don't store anything. Okay.
Okay, I think that answered both of them.
Good. Yeah. No information, no credit card information is stored. And the reason I say that is if for example, you go in and the customer says, hey, I'd like to order some more cookies. So you want to enter another transaction, they're still going to have to manually enter that credit card information because it isn't stored like other options are before. So yep, it's gone. Everything's gone from a security standpoint piece, so the customer doesn't have to worry about their information being stored or sold or anything like that. It is literally gone from Smart Cookies once that order and they click yes and it's done. Okay. From a booth sales standpoint, for whether it's a girl entering a credit card payment or for a troop leader, you just go into Smart Cookies, whether you go into Google, Safari, you click on the booth section and it says take credit card payment. You click on that, and this will be an option for the girls that'll be available on their site too as well. Then it will list all of the booths that are available that day for them to take credit card payments. And if you have 2 or 3 booths, then you can have 2 or 3, you've got different locations, you got different people. Everybody that's a user in Smart Cookies associated with a troop will have this option that they can take credit card payments. But here again, please remember, the booth must be registered in Smart Cookies. If it's a troop secured booth, it must be approved by the council. You click on the booth and then you click next, and then you can get in to start taking the credit card payment. And then you're standing at the booth and a customer says, I'll have 5 Thin Mints, 2 peanut butter patties, and I want to try that Toast J. You enter that information. You ask them for an email address so that you can set that Smart Cookies will send them an email confirmation. Okay. Same process as girl delivery. Once you enter the order, the customer is satisfied with the order, you click next. And that's here again where you enter the credit card information. And here again, it's if you have the iPhone, you can scan that if you've logged in through Safari. If it's an Android, you can just enter the information at that point. They verify it. You click pay now. And here's where they get the information and they get the confirmation that their credit card and they've paid and successfully paid. And if you can see right here at the bottom, it says, don't worry, the credit card information has not been saved to this device. So they'll see that right there, reassuring them that their credit card information is gone. It will show the customer the date, the total amount, how many packages they ordered, and it'll give them a transaction number. Credit card payments at booths. You can view the credit card payments at the booth. There's actually a report that you can pull too as a troop. It will be the booth credit card booth export report and reports. You can pull that report and it will list every credit card transaction at the booth. You can look at a specific booth, you can look at all your booths. It'll tell you the date of the booth, the location of the booth, how many packages were ordered, what the total sale was. It will also actually show you who took that payment. It'll show the girl's name, it'll show the troop leader's name, if it's another troop leader, so you'll be actually be able to track and see who actually took that credit card payment within the system. And you also can go back in, and if the customer did not receive an email, one, they may not have received it because they didn't give you an email address, but if they did, you can go back into that booth and where you view the credit card payments and you can resend the email if they deleted it accidentally or whatever. So you'll be able to track all your credit card payments via Smart Cookies through an export report. And this is what it looks like on your troop balance summary. You'll see that a credit card payment for a girl delivery credit card will be a credit transaction. It'll be an ACH deposit, and you'll see that'll be credited to your balance. It'll be taken away your balance due. From a financial standpoint with the boost, it'll also show you the financial transaction, and it'll be also, instead of called a CT transaction on your troop balance summary, it'll be a BT transaction with the booth transaction. So on your troop balance summary, it's going to list all of those for you that you can see.
Hey, Reggie,
Yeah.
we had one in the chat that asked about a square reader. If you have a troop that chooses not to participate in the credit card vendor that Girl Scouts of Southwest India is going to be utilizing, we will not be able to cover those fees. It will
Yes.
not feed into Smart Cookies as
Correct.
it will with the platform that we're having. So I do caution any troops out there that want to have their own square, that they will not get the same support, financial support from the council that we can offer if they participate with the credit card processing as we have it right now.
Correct.
They can do that,
Mhm.
but it's not going to work the same as what Reggie is telling us right now.
Correct. That will be it with a square or whatever they use. That will be, those transactions will be deposited into their troop account. But as Jessica said, is then the troop is responsible for all the transaction fees at that point, and still be responsible from a standpoint of orders and dollars due to the council. The great thing about the Smart Cookies feature with credit cards is all the credit card transactions are deposited into the troop or the council bank account, and all the troops and girls do is they get credit for the sales and credit for the payment. And that's the beauty of the Smart Cookies feature itself. Plus, as Jess mentioned, the transaction fees will be covered by the council if you're utilizing the Smart Cookies credit card option. A few more here. These are some new features on Smart Cookies for touchless transactions. And as Ed mentioned, we have the credit card payment for girl delivery e-cards. And the council, we do have the capability of refunding those orders right on the spot. Upcoming this year, we have, it's an automatic credit of direct shipped orders by a troop, and it's based on the zip code that's entered into the troop. And it's called the GSUSA program. It's called Eat Care Share program. And this was derived from last year's COVID situation, where the troop is going to have, you're going to have two different links within your troop information page. One will be the direct ship link, which you can send out in e-cards, text, social media. And here again, it's a direct shipped order. So those, you can send that link out to any customers that you want. They can order the cookies. They pay by credit card. We ship it to them, and the troop gets credit for that sale. Okay. The troops still have to give girls that credit, which we'll talk about, and the videos will be coming up and they'll be available. The other link that's going to be available is going to be a virtual boost sales link with credit card capability, where just to kind of give you an idea, the link you can send out to customers, text, social media, either way. You register that virtual booth link in Smart Cookies via Troop Secured. And then once that booth is in Smart Cookies, then you can send out the e-card. Customers click on, if you have 4 or 5 virtual booth sales listed. Here again, what we talked about, what you all talked about earlier, you need to get permission from the business if you're going to be in their parking lot. And it's similar to like a drive-through, where the customer gets the link, they place their order, they pick the booth that they're going to be at, and then they pay with a credit card. And the troop will get a spreadsheet of all those orders that are placed that they can pack ahead of time, have it ready. And all the customer does is they drive up to that location, show an ID, you give them their order, and they're on their way. And this is a great, I think the troop virtual booth link is going to be a great piece for troops that have inventory on hand that they can send out to customers saying, hey, last chance to get your cookies. we're going to be here at Schnucks in the parking lot on such and such a day from 1 to 2. Come by, place your order, come by, pick it up, and we'll have your order ready for you. Prepayment by credit card for the girl experience from the girl. Just like anything else, she creates her e-card, fills out all the information. She can give the customer the option of entering a girl delivery order. If she doesn't, then if she sends out her, e-card, then the customer just can order through direct ship. The social media link still is only direct ship sales like it was last year. But with the customer sends out the girl sends out an e-card, the direct shipped is the default e-card, but then she can choose which customer gets the girl delivery option, provided that the girl can deliver the cookies. That's the key. Then she can do her, type a message, whatever she wants, creates her message, what she wants to put in there. Then she can confirm that this is what the email will look like. And this shows you on the right-hand side, the customer or the contact that she's sending the e-card. And it tells her that she successfully sent the e-card, similar to what it's done before. Now, from the customer standpoint, the consumer standpoint, this is how it's going to look a little different. It's going to show them that you can either order cookies through direct shipped, or you can choose girl delivery as an option. If they choose girl delivery as an option, it's going to ask them to confirm their information. Make sure that their address is in there, because obviously the girl needs the address so that they can deliver it. Then they go in, they confirm that, and they can place their order. And as you can see on the left-hand side where it's highlighted, it says order and pay now. Or on the right-hand side, it says order and pay on delivery. So this customer is going to pay, order now, and they're going to pay with a credit card right at this point. And here again, similar with this is now they're entering their credit card information, and they click pay now, and it says your cookie order has been successfully paid. And it tells them all that your information will not be stored as well. And then you as the parents will receive a confirmation email of the order along with the customer. And as you can see here with this confirmation email, it says this confirms that your cookies and payment was received. The cookies will be delivered as soon as they arrive. So that lets them know that they're not going to be shipped directly, but the girls will be coming back to deliver them. And the girl has the email address of all of her contacts, so she can send out an email to the customer saying, hey, I have your cookies that you ordered. I'm going to deliver them, or can I deliver them on this day and drop them off at your porch? Okay. When the girls can kind of confirm that the order is in their account, they just go to manage orders, and they'll see all the orders that they have within Smart Cookies, whether it's girl delivery, direct ship, credit card, or e-card, keyed in order. So you look at where it shows that the customer, the date, and the source was sent as an e-card. The type of e-card was a girl delivery. It will show the status as ordered. In other words, the customer's ordered it, and you can see to the right, it says paid with a credit card. So this lets the parent know that, okay, we haven't delivered the cookies yet, but I still have to order these cookies or give this order or these orders to my troop leaders so that I can have the cookies when they're delivered and set up delivery times. Then once the girl gets the order, she's placed her order with the troop. She's got her cookies. She can go back into her Smart Cookies account, look for the order that she has. It's still in an order status. So she goes and looks for Cindy's order. She clicks on that order and she can mark it as delivered, and she's done. And the order is done. That status has changed. The customer will get another confirmation that the product was ordered. Obviously, they know that because it's already been there or they've accepted it. And then it will show on the girl's dashboard that she has delivered that product and she's all set with that order. So like I say, there's YouTube videos that are available, and it will explain that they need to make sure to let their troop leader know that they have these packages that were collected through girl delivery. and that they've been paid for, or people have ordered them and that they have to go back and deliver, whether it's paid by credit card or they have to deliver it and collect the money for those cookies as well.
Reggie,
Yes.
at what point can parents download this app?
Smart cookies,
Yes.
they should be able to go in and do it anytime.
Okay, great.
Yeah, they have to, obviously they have to uninstall the old app and then install the new app.
Okay.
Okay. Then the troop link, the virtual booth link, each troop will have its own virtual booth link, and there's more information coming on that. These are just some new features in Smart Cookies, which you may have noticed some anyway that they're there. The caramel chocolate chip on every order will be in a limited quantity status, so it'll let the customer know that there's a possibility that the council is out. And then there's a new report with the Smart Booth Divider. If the troops use that, then they can export a report that'll show every Smart Cookie Booth Divider distribution that they've done. And this is what the report will look like. And then they can actually open up that booth to see how they distributed the cookies to each girl. And this will be a great reference to have for them in the following years as far as booths, hopefully, getting physical booths and be able to do that this year. Okay, here's the Eat Care Share program. It's a national campaign by GSUSA. It's for direct ship sales and donations only. From the standpoint of our council here, for February 19th through March 7th, it will be through the Girl Scout weekend and through March 7th that'll be available. And what happens is the customer will go on to the Girl Scout Cookie Finder, enter their zip code. Once they enter that zip code, it's going to list all the troops within that area and that zip code within a 5-mile radius, 25-mile radius. It'll list it randomly. The customer will choose a troop. They'll place the order, pay with a credit card, sends it out, and then we will ship those cookies directly to the customer. Okay. And here again, it's at random. So from February 19th to March 7th, the GSUSA Cookie Finder will list, as every troop that's listed in Smart Cookies is registered, as long as they put their address, city, state, and zip in there. The zip code is the key thing that'll drive them being uploaded into this program. Now, the direct ship link that the troops will have basically starts when our online marketing starts. So troops will be able to send out e-cards, their direct ship link, starting December 11th, I think, is when we start our online marketing here. Okay. That when customers go on and search for cookies through Cookie Finder, that will pop up. But once again, it's called a direct ship link, troop direct ship link. This link's going to be available once our online marketing starts, say December 11th.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you
so
can actually, as a troop leader, you can send out e-cards
sure.
from your troop to customers, maybe businesses, whatever, that can share
Exactly.
it through emails throughout their
Yep.
their employees. Okay, gotcha.
So, and here, what happens now is all of the sales that are gathered through this direct ship link will be posted in Smart Cookies, and it'll be like a booth. It'll say direct ship link booth, something to that effect. I'm not sure because I really don't know. But all the sales that are received through this direct ship link before the end of the sale, then the troop leader can distribute all of those cookies that were gathered through the direct ship link. She can distribute those to the girls using the Smart Booth Divider.
Ooh.
So then she can take care of all those. Same thing with the virtual booth link. It'll be a separate listing in your reservations for your booth. It'll say virtual booth link. All the sales that were collected through your virtual booths will be in there, and then you can distribute those cookies to the girls using the Smart Booth Divider. Here again, financial responsibility for either one of those is not to the girl because the troop already has the money or is credited for the money. Council already has that money in their bank. They just get credit for the sales for their rewards. Okay. So it's just different ways of trying to help troops in sales from a touchless standpoint and from, you know, a COVID piece. So the troops will have 2 links that'll be available on their information page. And you can actually give the girls the link themselves that they can send out to, but obviously they still want to maybe only send out to their customers too as well. But it's a great point, Annette, with the sending it to businesses to let them know that, hey, you know, this is available. If you want to buy for your customers, please do so, order through here. And we take care of the shipping and everything. It's all done through the direct ship piece itself. Okay.
Okay, one more question. Let me form it. So the shipping is paid
Mhm.
by ABC,
Mhm.
correct? Wow, that's a good
Yes.
buy. Oh, when you send this link to the customer or to the business,
Mhm.
and they choose direct ship or donation, if they say direct ship and you know they pick the troop, there's not specific girls' names, it's just troops, correct?
Yes. This is just a
Okay.
troop direct ship link.
And then the troop divvies it up.
Yes.
Okay.
At the end of the sale, once they're
Okay.
done. That's what I would suggest at the end of the sale, before they finalize their recognitions and everything. Distribute the cookies then and they're done. They only do it once. Okay.
So are these numbers shown on that screen that you had previous to this one? Any of these orders, will they be shown? I kind of want to look at that screen you had previously to this one.
That one?
Yes, so these orders from this virtual booth, will they be shown on here?
Yeah, it'll be since you've distributed the cookies through the smart booth divider, that booth will be on this report. So that's, I mean, I know it's real quick but like I say, please understand there's the training videos that are available for on smart cookies really goes in depth with these, and it's a PowerPoint, it's a webinar. From the booth link, the direct ship link, and the troop virtual link, we're going to have PowerPoints and YouTube videos available that will explain it in more in depth. They're still testing this option right now, making sure that it's working properly. And they provided me with some screenshots, but that's not how it's going to look, but it's just kind of the process. But troops are going to have the availability of setting up virtual booths, which are similar to the drive-throughs, where customers can enter the order earlier, you know, and then they can have the order ready from a virtual booth standpoint. Hopefully we have, you know, you can still have the traditional booths. You know, there's a lot of things that are going to happen with that. And I think everyone's going to love it. But I think like to your point, Annette, is in Cookies 101, especially from a girl delivery standpoint, is we have to let the parents know that, you know, if they receive the confirmation email that a customer's ordered, that should let them know that they have to, you know, in training, say, if you receive a confirmation email for girl delivery orders where the customer is paid up front, you still need to order those cookies from your troop to deliver those cookies.